The hospital corridors echoed with the soft beeping of machines as Sarah clutched her swollen belly, her hand trembling as she reached for her husband Mike's arm. At 39 weeks pregnant, every step felt like a mountain to climb, but nothing could keep her from her mother's bedside. Just 3 days ago, life had seemed perfect. Her mother, Elena, had flown in with sparkling eyes and arms full of baby gifts, ready to welcome her first grandchild into the world. The house buzzed with excitement as they prepared the nursery and shared stories late into the night. But fate had other plans. It started with what Elena thought was food poisoning: nausea, dizziness, confusion. But Mike's sharp instincts recognized the subtle signs others might miss. His heart pounded as he rushed Elena to the emergency room, his voice urgent as he told the staff, "She's having a stroke." Those words would haunt him for days. Now Elena lay in the neurotrauma ICU, her once vibrant voice reduced to whispered words through speech therapy. Each morning brought a glimmer of hope as she worked with therapists, her determination shining through despite the tubes and monitors surrounding her. Sarah and Mike never missed these crucial sessions, knowing that every piece of information from the doctors could shape Elena's recovery. But their vigil was becoming a battlefield. Sarah's sister-in-law, Jessica, arrived each day with desperation in her eyes and demands on her lips. With 2 young children at home and a husband unwilling to take time off work, Jessica saw only one solution: Sarah should babysit. "You don't understand," Jessica pleaded during one heated phone call, her voice cracking with frustration. "I need to be here too, but I can't bring the kids to the ICU." Mike's jaw tightened as he listened to his wife's pained explanations over and over. "I'm 39 weeks pregnant. I could go into labor any moment. I need to be here for Mom's therapy sessions." The tension exploded on a Tuesday morning that started like any other. Sarah waddled slowly through the hospital entrance, her breathing labored, her face pale with exhaustion. When Mike returned from the restroom, he found a scene that made his blood boil. Jessica standing over his heavily pregnant wife, her finger pointing accusingly, her voice harsh and unforgiving. "It's your fault my husband has to miss work. You're being selfish." Jessica's words cut through the sterile air like a knife, each syllable landing like a blow to Sarah's already fragile emotional state. Something primal awakened in Mike. This was his wife, carrying their child, sacrificing her comfort daily to be present for her dying mother. His voice rose above the hum of medical equipment. "Your children are not our problem. You're being self-centered. This isn't all about you." Jessica's face crumpled, tears streaming down her cheeks as she fled the hospital, leaving behind a wake of awkwardness and hurt. Sarah turned to her husband, her eyes filled with disappointment and exhaustion. "You didn't need to do that here. Not now." The betrayal in his wife's voice cut deeper than any of Jessica's accusations. Mike had only tried to protect the woman he loved, to shield her from cruelty during the most vulnerable time of their lives. But now he wondered, had he made everything worse? Days later, the fallout continued. Jessica had called their father-in-law and Sarah's best friend, painting herself as the victim, claiming Mike and Sarah were heartless and inconsiderate. The silence from Jessica's end felt deafening, adding another layer of grief to an already impossible situation. As Mike sat beside Elena's hospital bed, watching his wife gently hold her mother's recovering hand, he questioned everything. Had he been right to defend his family's boundaries, or had his anger destroyed relationships that could never be repaired? What do you think? Was Mike justified in his response, or should he have handled this family crisis differently? How would you navigate protecting your pregnant wife while dealing with extended family drama during a medical emergency? Share your thoughts and experiences below.